Hello there and welcome to a GeogPod session on GCSE Geography assessment. So this session aims to introduce you to what the GCSE assessment for geography looks like, what you will have to do at the end of the course, and what's expected of you to be able to get to the end of the course successfully. So we're going to look at 5 things: the geography department principles, what content and topics you're required to study, the fieldwork expectations, the format of the 3 exam papers, and how to succeed at GCSE Geography. So without further ado, let's get started and let's look at the expectations of the Geography department. So we've got 3 key principles: take opportunities, be proud of your achievements, and celebrate your excellence. So take the opportunities in lessons and outside of lessons to get some extra practice in, do some extra revision, ask questions, and be interested in what you are learning. Be proud of your achievements, whether that be in a small assessment, getting more than half the marks that you're really happy with, or whether that be through your lesson notes or your homeworks and getting praised for those. And celebrate your excellence. Celebrate where you have really succeeded or you have done something really, really well and your teacher praises you for it. In terms of general geography student rules, we ask that you're organised, respectful, take pride in your work, complete your homework and classwork to a great standard, listen to each other, dedicate yourself to your work, work together, motivate yourself and others, and just enjoy lessons. We also ask that you come to lessons with a growth mindset, and that means, very simply, that cannot do doesn't exist. You can do anything you set your mind to, and you have to keep trying until you get there. So give everything your all and learn to do things over time. Now, in terms of the geography GCSE itself, you are on the OCR B specification, and that requires you to learn 8 topics. Those topics are a mixture of both physical and human topics. So as you can see there, your physical topics are sustaining ecosystems, global hazards, distinctive landscapes, and changing climate. And your human topics are urban futures, UK in the 21st century, dynamic development, and resource reliance. Now, we cover these 8 topics throughout from the middle of year 9 to the end of year 11. Each topic lasts between 6 and 12 weeks, depending on the type of topic. So each topic lasts at least a half term. Now, we also have another section of learning that you must complete, and this is mandatory, and that is fieldwork. Now, if you are in year 11 in the year 2020 and 2021, you will not be completing physical and human fieldwork out in the field due to coronavirus. Okay, so you are completing on-scene fieldwork instead. So that is a completely different option to what you've got on screen now. For every other year group, you will complete it as follows. Your physical fieldwork will be looking at coastal management, and that will be at Walton-on-the-Naze in year 10, and Walton-on-the-Naze is on the east coast in Essex. For your human fieldwork in the start of year 11, you will complete fieldwork on economic activity, and that will be in Cambridge city centre. So they are your mandatory fieldworks that you must complete, and we sign off to say that you have completed those. There is a third element to the content or the topics that we have to do in the GCSE, and that is the geographical exploration and skills use topic. That's a short topic, and what this does is it prepares you for paper 3 of the GCSE geography curriculum. Okay, so this is a short topic based on skills, facts, figures, reading maps, reading graphs, etc. So that is all of the topics that we will cover in GCSE geography. Now, how do you know where the assessment takes place? So we have 3 papers, as you can see in the bottom section of the screen. Now, these 3 papers are split into physical, which is our natural world, human, which is people and society, and then geographical exploration, which is paper 3. So paper 1 is your physical paper. It's worth 70 marks. It's an hour and 15 minutes long, and it's 35% of your total grade. Paper 2 is human. It's 70 marks as well. It's an hour and 15 minutes as well. And it's 35% of your GCSE grade as well. So paper 1 and paper 2 are very similar, except for 1 is physical and 2 is human. Paper 3 then is different. So paper 3 is 60 marks in total, but you get longer for it. So you get an hour and 30 minutes this time. And it is slightly less value of your GCSE at 30%. So still very significant, but slightly less than the first 2 papers. And you can see above where we have put the topics and what paper they belong to as well. Now, just a quick breakdown then of what each paper entails itself. So we'll start with paper 1. And the really useful thing is that each of the 4 topics in paper 1, physical, are worth 13 marks. Okay, so global hazards is 13 marks, as is changing climate and distinctive landscapes and sustaining ecosystems. However, question 5, which is your fieldwork section, physical fieldwork, so Walton on the Naze, that is worth 18 marks. So it's worth slightly more than the topic-based sections. Now, paper 2 is quite similar in the sense that that is also got the 4 topic-based sections worth 13 marks, and they include urban futures, dynamic development, UK in the 21st century, and resource reliance. And again, similarly, question 5, which is the fieldwork, but this time human-based, so Cambridge, is worth 18 marks, so slightly more weighting there to fieldwork. Now, paper 3, 60 marks in total, 30% of your total grade, is slightly different to the first 2 papers. So this is a skills paper, and it assesses the various geographical skills you've built up over the few years that you've got GCSE course for. And it would include questions on, for example, map skills, using statistics and calculating them, presentation skills, comprehension skills, the ability to read and use the figures you're given, locational knowledge, such as map use, justification skills, explaining why you decide something, and evaluation skills, what's good and what's bad about certain aspects of an issue you are given. So that paper is an hour and 30 minutes, slightly longer, but you learn all of these skills through general geography lessons from year 9 onwards. So that is why we only do a short unit on it at the end of year 11 to prepare you for the exam itself and some practice on it. Now, finally, in this session, we're just going to talk quickly about what past GCSE students from last year have said about how to be successful at GCSE Geography. So these are only 7-ish things that they have said that make them feel more successful at geography, and they did really well from doing these things. So the first one is keep your book organized so you can find specific things. Make sure that you have, in other words, clear titles in place. Make sure everything is stuck in your book in order so that you can find things quite easily to revise from. Next one is make revision notes at the end of each topic that you can staple together at the end of your GCSE so you have a revision booklet. This is a really good one, actually. So at the end of each topic, you are given the opportunity to revise for an hour lesson. And your teacher will usually give you a revision clock or something to make in that hour as proof of revision. Keep all of that together, and at the end of your GCSE, then you can staple it and you have your very own revision booklet personal to you. Next one is use the knowledge organizers that your teacher gives you. It's a really good one. So that relates to the previous point, okay? So we will give you at the end of every topic a knowledge organizer with lots of different facts on there about the topic. Use it. It's really important you use it. Next one, flashcards are a great way to remember key facts from case studies. Yeah, this is a really good one. So you can have 2 or 3 simple facts from a case study on one side of the flashcard, and on the other, you can have questions. And you can look at those questions and try and give the answers without looking at the answers. Next, Seneca helps me remember key parts of each topic. Get yourself onto Seneca Learning and ask your teacher about it if you don't know what it is. It's really useful, Seneca Learning. It's a mobile app-based quiz thing that you can just answer questions on and build up your knowledge. Work hard on your MRI so that you can use it at the end of year 11. This is a really important one. You have knowledge and assessment booklets in which your teacher asks you to constantly use green pen. That is your MRI and that is your instructions for the end of year 11. So they will be revision guides for you to take away at the end of year 11 and use to revise. And finally, ask your teacher for help when you need it. That is the most important thing. Okay? Your teacher is there to help you. We are here to guide you and make sure that you are progressing well as helping you when you absolutely need it or when you're not sure about something. So please make sure throughout your year 10 and year 11 journey that you ask your teacher for help wherever you need it. So that is everything for this section. And it was just a quick run through of what's in the GCSE, what the papers look like, and how you can start thinking about succeeding on those. Please go to the list of other Geog podcasts that we've got for you to watch. There is one on every topic essentially or more, and there is also some key exam skills ones. So please do use them as you wish to aid your revision.